The office market sending mixed signals. Some prime office buildings are rebounding, like SL Green's 1 Madison Avenue, which just reached full occupancy after landing tech and AI tenants. But older office towers are still seeing below pandemic valuations. Here to talk about the state of the commercial real estate market, Marc Holliday, SL Green Realty chairman and CEO. SL Green is New York's largest office landlord. Anything surprising that I just said, do you think?
No, I mean, not at all. This has been playing out now since 2024. We've had extremely good leasing demand in this market coming from all facets of the office-using sectors here in New York. Law firms, financial, tech. 1 Vanderbilt is fully leased. 1 Madison is fully leased. In fact, at the end of this year, we expect 2/3 of our portfolio to be 98% leased on a weighted average basis.
You have nice buildings, though.
Yeah, we have nice buildings in nice locations, but we're in a great market. And all the businesses want to be here in New York because we've got the educated workforce, diverse, talented, youthful. This is where companies want to be and where they want to locate. And you're seeing just an extraordinary growth in leasing in New York that I haven't seen in my career.
So it's much better, but we pointed out that if you're not a relatively attractive new space, that maybe you're still some pandemic occupants.
I think that's a narrative from the past 12, 24 months. This resurgence was led by new space, led by new construction, but right now this is everywhere in Midtown Manhattan. There's vacancy rates that are 7% and below. We're leasing up buildings like 245 Park and 280 Park and 450 Park and 500 Park. These are not brand new glass and steel buildings. These are just prime, either redeveloped or new, well-located buildings that tenants need to be in New York City.
So it's still location, location, location.
It's location, it's quality of asset, and it's also this kind of land grab that you see going on right now, space grab, if you will, amongst tenants. Look at the law firms. Law firms were supposed to be the ones that were going to be most at risk to headcount attrition from AI. And yet, Latham Watkins just expanded on 6th Avenue. McDermott, Will & Schulte just expanded in our own 1 Vanderbilt. Gibson Dunn, Simpson Thatcher. It really is like explosive.
So how do you explain all of the pushback to the mayor when he was running?
Well, I mean, the pushback, I don't think has anything to do in particular with, with what we're talking about in terms of businesses wanting and needing to be in Manhattan. I think the mayor, in the first 60, 70 days of office has done a reasonably good job with the thing the business community care about the most. Safety, security, sanitation.
Right, but if I had asked you about this 4 months ago, you would have told me that there were going to be people that were going to be running out of this island in droves. I mean, that was
not me.
That was the narrative among your peers.
Andrew, we've leased 9 million square feet of space in the past 3 years. A lot of that since the July primary last year. Look at condo and co-op sales in New York.
Well, then is he wrong?
Is who wrong?
The mayor. Is the mayor policies wrong? No, this is the fundamental question.
The mayor, I think, recognizes there's an affordability crisis in the city, and there is. Okay, there's high rents, high prices. This is not an inexpensive city to live in, and I think this mayor and mayors before him are going to take whatever steps they think are necessary. Everyone has a different policy view about how do we make the city better and more affordable. I hope we can do that without raising taxes. I don't think we need to raise taxes. I would hope that there are ways to plug that gap. $5 billion on a $120 billion budget, that's only 4%. Okay, that's easily resolvable through revenue enhancement, growth, and also cost efficiency. So, we've plugged the gap before, we will again, and hopefully that'll be done without increase in property taxes, because I think this would be the wrong time for that, because costs are already so high in the city.
But other taxes?
What's that?
Other taxes?
Well, I mean, look, it's, what you're hearing in Albany from Governor Hochul is that, she thinks she can hold the line on taxes at both the state and city levels. So I think that's the process that's unfolding now in Albany. It's March. The state budget's supposed to be in place by April 1st. I think that budget's going to be balanced, and I hope it'll be done without new income taxes.
So right now you're getting AI tenants. When is the inflection point when it goes from a positive to where no one has any employees left and doesn't need any office?
I really
Never?
don't see it, because if the tenants we're leasing to today had plans for a 50% headcount attrition, that's one of the things we've heard about, in entry-level jobs, they would not be making 15 and 20-year commitments of space today. They're too sophisticated,
They might be stupid,
too smart. They know their growth plans. They may be wrong at the margins. They're not wrong by 50%, in my opinion. And the irony of it is, look who's driving the demand right now. Anthropic is in the market for 400,000 square feet of space. I just did leases with Harvey AI, Sigma Computing, Clay, Ramps in the market for hundreds of thousands of feet. This is a revolution where New York is going to be on the winning side. In any technological change, there's going to be winners and losers. There's no question. My proposition is New York is on the winning side of that equation.